You from teachers. Is your sister Nellie Orlati or Ruben Madeira? My brothers were known in that school for being excellent students, and here arrived the last of the Madeiras. And what do you think was the expectation? That I would also be a Madeira. Thank God, I didn't leave the Madeira caste in such a bad way. But I understood that being a Madeira had its implications for daily life. Similarly, being part of God's family, being a child of God, also has obvious implications for daily life. There are certain expectations that God's children should and can meet. The Apostle John summarizes one of the main, if not the most important, in 1 John 3:11. This is the message you have heard from the beginning, that we love one another. This message does not lose its shine or its validity. From the beginning it has been given and repeated to all Christians in all times and cultures. The message is not ambiguous, nor are many years of study in the seminary needed to understand its basic content. This message is, let us love one another. John emphasizes that if there is something that will characterize the true children of God, it is precisely their great capacity to love one another. Because precisely they have received the greatest love from God. And how can you not love if you have been loved in such a way? So brothers, thinking about our theme of justice and mercy, in light of this, we have to say that love is central for the children of God. So, getting involved in matters of justice and mercy is central for God's children. Loving one another is a direct result of having been loved. 523. By God and having been adopted into the family of God. What do the children of God do? The answer is, they love. And the Apostle John will continue to emphasize the importance and relevance of loving one another. That is why we say this day, love is the characteristic mark of the children of God. All families have a mark or seal that identifies them as members of that family unit. Maybe it's the shape of the nose, or the curly hair, the shape of the hands, or the color of the eyes, the timbre of the voice, the way they walk, or maybe even the way they laugh. Each family has a characteristic mark or seal. According to Scripture, the children of God, those who have been chosen before the foundation of the world, those who were loved before history existed. Those who were called, justified and adopted into the family of God, by pure grace, these also have a characteristic mark, and this is love. The children of God are characterized by loving one another. God's children, since they have been loved first, have been enabled, trained, and sent to love. And the passage shows us three realities of love as a mark of the children of God. My brothers, as children of God, love makes the difference in the world. 1 John 3:12-13. Let us not be like Cain, who, because he belonged to the evil one, murdered his brother. And why did he do it? For his own works were evil, and his brother's works were righteous. Brothers, don't be surprised if the world hates you, having remembered the message given from the beginning, which is